as well. Oh, all right. Whew. It's so funny the difference in cameras. I don't know which one I like better. So I'm good. Thank you, ma'am. Aw, I'm glad you're good. I'm glad you're good. I am too. I woke up on time. I actually had time to get dressed, do my makeup. I have a busy day ahead. I did a ton. Good morning, mommy. How are you? I live in the middle of nowhere. Why wear a shirt? That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay. Okay. I got you. I got you. Mm. So my mom just joined. Good morning, Sonia. Sonia, you've been here before, right? You've been here before. You look familiar, Sonia. Let me. Oh, gosh, I'm terrible because I'm remembering that I'm also on the YT. Uh, Sonia, you've been here before. I know you have. Yes, because I remember your picture, magical memory maker. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome back, Sonia. Welcome back. So, we are talking about back to school thrift ideas. But I was just about to say that I have a busy day ahead. My employee is coming over, my mom. I was busy yesterday photographing and getting everything ready for her to start to put in poly bags and inventory and all that. So, super busy. Then we're going to be on vacation. We're going away, just a quick little trip to Pennsylvania this weekend to visit family. Thank you, Pappy. You're so sweet. Thank you for those Luna chats. There she is with her coffee and her disappointing affirmations. Mm, I just love it. I just love it. So we're going to go visit some family this weekend in Pennsylvania. They live in Lancaster area. Um, so I have to make sure that I work ahead of time to have um, items in my draft so that I can at least post some items while I'm gone. But I'll put my shops on vacation Friday into Saturday since I can't really do any mailing. So, but yeah, so tell me, friends, how was everyone's weekend? Let me know. If you're new here, this is Luna Thrift Slux Finds. I am a thrifter and a TikTok and YT live host. I go live Monday, Wednesday, Fridays from 6:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And this is kind of how I run my lives from 6:30 to 7. We do a little coffee talk. Then from 7 to 7:30, I do the thrifting tips, fashion tips. And then 7:30 to 8, I spend some time thanking you guys for being here with me, thanking you for your daily heart me, for your Luna chats, for your populars, any gifts that you're able to give. I spend some time thanking you for that. And then we do some affirmation cards, which are a lot of fun. We do some positive ones, and then we do disappointing affirmations for grins and giggles. Mm. So thank you, Lady Di. Lady Di is in the house. Oh my gosh, Lady Di, we miss you so much. We miss you so much. I hope that you come back soon. Hi, sweetie. How are you? Thank you for being the title gift of the roses, Pappy. So for anyone who is a live host, you know that the gift gallery resets every Monday. How kind of TikTok to reset our gallery every Monday. And so we start fresh with the goal of trying to fill up that gift gallery. So Pappy, thank you so much for being the first person to light up my roses. I appreciate you. Good morning, curated finds for you. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm Luna. This is Luna Thrift Slux Finds. I'm a thrifter, a reseller, and a TikTok and YT live host. I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 6:30 to 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And I'm hanging out with my morning friends, Pappy and my mom and Lady Di. But we're not wishing for you to go back to work right away, Lady Di. We want you to enjoy your time with Michael, enjoy your time with the baby, enjoy your time with Christine and Brian. Like, just enjoy it. I don't think you go back to like September if I'm not mistaken. Lady Di, thank you so much for being the title gifter of the donuts. I wish I had a donut. Every time someone does the donuts, I'm like, I wish I had a donut. Maybe I'll stop at Tim Hortons today and grab a donut for my mom and me. My mom, oh my gosh, we're so addicted to Tim Hortons coffee. Like the local coffee shop does like the best. They like you go in there, you say, I want a medium coffee double double, and they make it perfect, light and sweet. It's so good. Al, good morning, Al. So good to see you, Al. This week we're talking about back to school thrift ideas. I know that you're getting ready to go back soon. So, our friend Al, I'm going to give her a pin here because she's amazing. She is our, she's a school teacher. I believe she teaches first grade. So she's prepping to go back to school. I think she has like one more week off. And then she also does Overthinking After Dark, which is amazing. It's like an hour of therapy. I love it. And she goes live Monday, Wednesdays, from 9:30 to about 11, and then Fridays she goes on at 10, and she also does Sundays. So give Elle a follow if you are an overthinker, if you are an anxious person, if you're like constantly thinking, "Oh, did I do the wrong thing? Did I say the wrong thing?" Like she just sets your mind at ease that these are not, oh, it's an hour for you. We stay for two. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. Elle. Yeah. Elle. You're so funny. She's not wrong. She stays on longer, but I can never stay up because Elle goes on so late, like late to me because I'm a morning person. I'm up like this morning. Honestly, guys, at 3:30, I was up. I was like, "Oh my god," but that's my insomnia. It's terrible. I was up at 3:30. I did fall back asleep around 4:30 only for my alarm to go off at 5:15. So, but I woke up. I got up. I got dressed. I feel so good today. It's like 57 degrees outside. I'm like, "Thank God," like a cool morning, like a little break. Pappy says, we made a sugar free cherry chip cheesecake all from scratch on live Saturday. Oh my That's wonderful, Pappy. So you say we, so you and your wife together made that, is what I'm thinking. Or did you make it and you say we, meaning your community? So you guys were together on live. Let's see. Oh, Lady Di, I don't know why your comment to Pappy got filtered, but Pappy, Lady Di was saying that she's gonna swing by your room soon. Um, and let me just go back and make sure. So TikTok's been very weird, Pappy. Have you found this that they've been filtering so many comments and it like makes no sense what they're filtering. There's like nothing that, that requires filtering. All right, let's see. I'm just checking my friends, making sure. Good morning from Elle. And then you made this amazing sugar-free cherry chip cheesecake. Wow, that sounds amazing. Yep. Okay. You changed your settings and that stopped. So Elle, when you say you changed your settings, I'm assuming you mean like I know I have my settings set to high for, for comments that can be offensive. So, oh, per Dr. Lisa filtered words. Okay. Okay. I will do that. I don't know if I can do that during my live. Let's see if that is um let's see, settings, comment settings. Okay, here we go. Allow comments, mask comments, filter comments are on. So um, let's see, these comments are so spam comments, potentially unkind comments. community flag comments. So I have all three of those checked. So which one do you recommend? Oh, turn off the red ones. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go back and turn off the red ones. Okay. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that because the potentially unkind. I don't like people to be unkind to me. Pappy says, now on top of the index, they're putting out a heat stress index. Welcome to summer. So Pappy is in Texas. Good morning, Jason. How are you, friend? Thank you for your daily heart me. Thank you for your Luna chats. We're going to be talking today about back to school thrift ideas. Friends, if you've got children, you know they grow like weeds. I've got a college age kid, and I am like amazed at how much clothes I've been finding for her on the Whatnot app. I've been shopping from my friend Didi's Thrift Life here on TikTok. That is not her handle on the WN, but I've been shopping because she has the cutest clothes, and I've been able to get amazing stuff for my daughter. So even when they're 19, I'm still shopping for them, right? So why spend hundreds of dollars, sometimes even thousands if you've got more than one? So just make sure that you're, thinking about considering back to school, like clothes shopping at the thrift store or consignment, or you can do like a mix. So we're going to get all into that, but we're just hanging out, having some coffee. Elle says, I unchecked mine and no one has been unkind since. Okay. So Jason, you go live. We were talking about how TikTok has been doing a lot of filtering of comments. And so my friend Elle, who is also a live host here on TikTok, she said to go into your settings and uncheck if you've got, like, I had it at the full, like, because I don't like to get unkind comments. So okay, I've got a flash. Go friends. I need 6 gifters to send a rose. So that's pretty easy. Hopefully, I'm gonna go to my backup. I appreciate you guys.
Please send my friend, okay?
Because remember that the flash goal is something that TikTok gives us as live hosts just to make sure that the room is engaging. And so thank you so much, friends. I'm gonna go in there and do one from my backup to hopefully help us get to our goal. All right. Did that work? I don't know if that worked. I don't think it did. Pappy says he'll be right back. No problem, Pappy, no problem. All right. Thank you so much for the roses, friends. Thank you so much for helping us reach that flash goal. The flash goal, when you reach it, again, it proves to TikTok that the room is engaging, but also it helps to push us out to the FYP. So I appreciate that so much, friends. So we are live on the YT. We're co-streaming. We're trying to grow the account. So let me tell you what's been going on in my life, friends. All right. So you all know that I got laid off back in January of this year. Friends, the time has come. The unemployment benefits, this is the last week of those unemployment benefits. So it's been, let me tell you, anybody who's ever been, it's my first time being laid off. I've worked steadily for 30 years. Thank God. I've been blessed enough. This is my first time experiencing this. So I didn't know what to expect with unemployment. And it was a fraction. Thank you so much, Pappy, for the daily heart me. It was a fraction of what I was making, friends. Thank you so much for the rose, Pappy. I appreciate you so much. Oh, Pappy's coming in on his backup. I appreciate it. And I think did we reach it? I don't think so, but maybe one more. I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm trying to check up top. Let's see. One more. I have another backup, friends. I have all the backups, believe me. Believe me, friends. See. Let's go to Luna Loves Planning. She's gonna come in. She's my other bestie. um, but and let me give it a minute for her to register and come into the room. So the unemployment benefits and this week, I'm like, oh my God. So I was like, and then I got this letter saying your unemployment benefits have finished. There is no extension. I was kind of like praying for an extension, but that's okay. That's okay. It didn't happen. I got one more here. Yay, Luna loves planning. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you. We did that, guys. We did it. Let's cheers. So, needless to say, I guys, I've said that I've been applying for jobs all along, just because it's a requirement to continue to receive your benefits. I've tried really hard to make a goal of the reselling business full time. It hasn't really like it hasn't it hasn't replaced it hasn't even replaced a fraction of what I'm getting with my unemployment benefits. Like that was my goal, not to replace my salary because that would be like super difficult. I had a corporate job, I was paid very well, but I was just at least trying to replace the unemployment benefits, but that didn't happen either. So I'm like, I can't even believe it because I'm like, oh gosh, what am I gonna do? Like, might have to, just try to do some fractional work, which is possible. It's possible. So I'm trying, friends. I'm trying all the things, but mostly I'm having faith that it will all be okay. It will all be okay. Learning Life Gem, welcome in, welcome in. I'm Luna. This is Luna Thrift Slux Finds. I'm a thrifter, a reseller, and a TikTok live host. I go live Monday, Wednesday, Fridays from 6:30 to 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And this week, we're going to be talking about back to school thrift ideas. Instead of spending hundreds, sometimes thousands, if you have more than one child, on back to school clothing, you can offset those costs by doing some thrifting, doing some consignment shop, or even going on the resale apps like Poshmark, like Pop starts with a D. Welcome in, Flourish. Welcome in, my friend. Haven't seen you in a while. Hopefully, you are well. Good to see you. So, we're live here on TikTok and we're live on the YT at the same time. Good morning, friend. We're having our coffee. In 5 minutes, we're going to go into our topic. Let me bring that up. And so we've been talking about, going back to school shopping. You don't have to go and buy a whole new wardrobe. You can maybe buy one outfit for like that first day of school. Everyone likes to show up in their crisp shirt, their crisp jeans, their super white sneakers. But then for the rest of the week or the rest of the semester, you can buy them clothes on the Posh. You can buy them clothes on the Pop. Especially the young kids. Those are like the Pop and the Kari. Those sites I think have the young people's kind of clothes. So you can buy stuff on there. Um, yeah, definitely. Oh, thank you so much. Look at that. The greeting heart. Thank you so much, Flourish. I appreciate you, friend. So that's what we're talking about this week. Back to school thrift ideas. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. You can just do a few items that you're thrifting. Um, so so I have to ask, friends, what do you think about that? Like, what do you think the kids will be okay with that? That's the other thing. You've got to well, they've got to be okay with it if you have no choice. Desmond, welcome in, welcome in. But if you do have a choice, I think it's also an opportunity. Oh, thank you, Flourish, for being the title gifter of the hand hearts. Thank you. Thank you so much to everyone who is helping to refill the gallery today. As we all know, Mondays are, oh my gosh, and look, Flourish, you just reached member level 24 in the room. Thank you so much. For anyone who's a live host, you know that Mondays is Gallery Reset Day. TikTok is so kind to have us start all over again every Monday with the goal of filling up our gallery, our gift gallery. And you guys, Pappy kicked me off this morning by being the title gifter of the roses. And I appreciate everyone else who has given their gifts. And we'll talk more about that during the 7:30 to 8 gratitude and affirmation time. But we are wrapping up our coffee talk time. I'm going to have a little bit more coffee. I did ask the question how everyone's weekend was, and Pappy told me that he baked a wonderful dessert with a sugar-free dessert. So that was great with his beautiful wife. So that's amazing. And the community, he did it live. So I love that. Oh, wanted to share, guys, this is my latest purchase. These little earrings, I got them from um, a seller on the WN app. They're actually new, so they weren't. They came like they're the Talbots brand, and they came like on the little card. But I thought they were so cute, friends. So I picked those up. I treated myself. I picked those up. Believe me, I am like, hey, Alex, how are you? I am shopping way less than I used to shop on the WN app. But my jewelry, my bracelets today. So this is from the WN. This is a secondhand bracelet. I love it because it's gold and silver. This is a sterling silver bracelet I picked up in Mexico last year when I was there on vacation. But this is also a gold and silver tone bracelet that I picked up from the WN. And the earrings, this is secondhand. The earrings are new, but I picked those up from the WN as well. And the shirt is thrifted. This is a thrifted shirt. I'm trying to remember. I think this is Talbot's. I picked this up at the GW, at the Goodwill. So, and then the glasses are the Zahn, of course. Of course. It was so cute last week. One of our friends here, M, he was like, "Are those designer?" I was like, designer, these are Amazon readers, because I'm 51 years old and now I need readers anytime I'm trying to read your comments or I'm trying to read my research. So, but anyway, friends, anyway. And I did go thrifting yesterday, so I wanted to show you guys. I forgot that I had those items close by. I made sure that I turned on my content disclosure. I made sure I turned on my audience control. So, good morning, Valerie. How are you? Let me just make sure I haven't missed anybody. So, I said hello to Desmond, Elle, of course. My mom is still hanging out. We've got Valerie. Oh, we've got Liz. Liz, hello. And we've got Ange. Welcome in, Ange and Liz. If you're new to the room, I'm Luna. This is Luna Thrift Slux Finds. I'm a thrifter, a reseller, and a TikTok and YT live host. I go live Monday, Wednesday, Fridays from 6:30 to 8 a.m. Eastern Time. This is my schedule. From 6:30 to 7, we do a little coffee talk. Then we get into the topic of the week, which this week it's back to school thrift ideas. And then from 7:30 to 8, I do a little gratitude and we do affirmation cards just to end the live on a positive note. We laugh with the disappointing affirmation cards. We are a positive room. We just have fun here. So, all right, guys, let me go grab, excuse me, YT as well. I'm going to grab some of the items. Yesterday was a dollar, let me just pull this back a little bit. Dollar Sundays at my local Goodwill. So that was cool. Sorry, guys. All right. All right. So let me show you what I got. Okay. So as you know, I've been trying to pick up more of the mall brands. I should probably turn off this board. Let me see if I can do that quick. Let me hide it for a minute. Okay. I've been trying to pick up more of the mall brands because there's a thrifter on here, a reseller. Her name is Laura at the Triple R, and she said that the mall brands do really good for her, so not to sleep on them. So since it was just at $1, I figured, I can't go wrong. So why not try it, right? Excuse me, guys, if I'm missing some comments. I will make sure to check the comments because I can't read them from here. But these are Old Navy jeans, and these are a women's size 20. So that's another thing that she recommended, that the plus size jeans go really well. So because they do limited runs of plus size clothes, that sometimes it can be hard to find, right? So I got those cute jeans, and they're in perfect condition for $1. You can't beat that. Then I'm trying this is Terra and Sky, which is a Wally World brand. And I just love this really basic, like waffle knit kind of Henley style shirt. I don't think you guys can really see the color. It's more of like a purple color. It looks pink because of the filter that's on. But again, $1. And this is 60% cotton. So I try to make sure that I'm picking up cotton. Okay. Then I picked up this. I love the color of this, like how perfect for the fall. So this is like a tunic style shirt. It's an extra large. It says XLP, extra large petite, but I don't know. I've got to measure the sleeves. The sleeves will tell me that it's petite. Will confirm that it's petite. But this is like a tunic style shirt, extra large. Again, it's not any kind of special brand, but I bought on style. I'm starting to try to expand and not buy only by brand, but buy by style. I picked up another cute shirt, but my mom liked it, so I gave it to my mom. So, and that one was like a Talbot, 100% cotton, beautiful, beautiful shirt. So, okay, this is funny, guys. So this is funny. I'm just looking to see. AI summary says showing thrifting finds for back to school. Oh, that's so funny. All right. This is something I picked up from my mother-in-law. So my mother-in-law is a former school teacher. She taught for 36 years. And she was the type of school teacher. And Elle, I don't think you're this type of school teacher, but she was the one who dressed with, like, during Christmas time, she had the snowman on her sweatshirt. During Halloween, she had the jack-o'-lanterns and, all the Halloween spooky stuff. Like, she always wore stuff like, seasonal stuff, just because the kids liked it. She taught kindergarten, first and second grade, her whole career. So this little sweater reminded me so much of her. And honestly, I loved it. I love this little sweater. Like, it's so cute. Look, it's got like little houses, little chimney. It's more like a Christmassy sweater, I think. This was not $1. This was like 4.99 or something, but I just loved it. So I thought about her. I FaceTimed with her yesterday. Look, it's even got something on the back. It's a little bit oversized, but I think she'll like it. I just love the detail. It had like these wooden looking buttons, and I just thought all of this was super cute. Um, so I picked that up for her. So I just wanted to show you guys. That was my little thrift haul. Everything was mostly $1. Um, and then I picked up a few books for myself. Okay, so Elle says, absolutely not. I refuse to buy seasonal clothes. Oh my gosh, Elle. I hear you, friend. I hear you. Let me get my board back up. Thank you so much for letting me show that stuff, guys. I'm trying to show more stuff, but also being careful because I've gotten burned by TikTok in the past for showing stuff. So I'm trying not to get burned. Okay, so here's some books that I picked up as well. So there's an author, his name is Max Lucado. So this is Grace for the Moment. So these are like inspirational thoughts for each day of the year. So um, this is Very nice book. Very nice book. $2.99. I paid for that. And then I picked up Eckhart Tolle, Awakening to Your Life's Purpose. This is, Oprah loves this guy. Uh, so I figured I'd pick that up. And then I picked up The Path of Least Resistance, Learning to Become the Creative Force in Your Own Life by Robert Fritz. So $1.99, $1.99, $2.99, and then I have like I think they have like a discount. So I really only paid like 98 cents for the $1.99 books. So it was a great deal. I like I love books. I love books. So why spend like a ton of money on new books? Thank you for liking the live, Al. All right, friends, let's get into our topic of the week. If you're new here, I'm Luna. This is Luna Thrift Slux Finds. I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 6:30 to 8. And the topic of the week is back to school thrift ideas. So we're all starting to get ready for back to school. So we're shopping for school supplies. And of course, there's going to be shopping for clothes. Hello, Sarah. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for your daily heart me. Sarah, this week we're talking about back to school thrift ideas. We got the flash goal, my friend. So thank you so much. I know you always ask about it too. Hi, my friend. And I know that Elle is getting ready for back to school. Are you getting ready for back to school as well? I'm not sure. So, what I'm trying to talk about today is why are we going to spend hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars if we have more than one child on back to school? Good morning, Solid Second Vintage. Good morning. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Solid Second Vintage, have you been here before? Let me see. I think you might have. Curated vintage, Y2K, streetwear. Ooh, I love it. And you're on YouTube. Awesome. I'm on YouTube too. Right now, I am co-streaming. So let's see if anybody's there. No, we have nobody there. So, oh well, it's okay. It is okay. All right. Making sure everything is good. Um, I wonder if can someone go over to my YouTube channel and just make sure, yeah, it's working. Okay, I was just making sure the audio was working. Okay. All right. So we are talking about making sure that you are saving a little money on your back to school shopping, right? So I know that the kids love to go to school on the first day with that crisp shirt, the crisp jeans, the super white sneakers, and that's all good. So maybe you can buy, a brand new outfit for the first couple of days of school. But then after that, the outfits are only, first of all, if they're young, they're going to outgrow it very quickly, right? School clothes, like, why spend a ton on it when they're just going to stain it while they're playing during recess or they're eating during lunch? Another reason to thrift and not buy new is that the trends, if it's trendy clothes that you're buying, the trends, they change very quickly. If you want better quality clothes, if you want to buy like really good jeans, you're going to spend a lot of money on that. And so why not buy secondhand? Um, and then you can, get the good quality clothes, but still save money. And then last, but definitely not least, is sustainability. Why buy new when there's so much out there, friends? So much clothes that is just waiting for a second life, right? So those are some of like my top reasons why I think you should thrift. Thank you so much for the follow, Solid. Thank you so much. Let me give you a follow as well. Thank you so much for following. So tell me, are any other reasons that you can think of, why you should thrift either 100% thrift back to school outfits or maybe just like 50% thrifting the back to school. So kids grow fast, the clothes get stained, the change. Trends change. If you're buying trendy clothes, you can get better quality for less money. And then, like I said, last but not least, sustainability. So, um, oh, I'm so glad you love this topic. Yeah, so solid. I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday on the YT and on TikTok. And every week I choose one topic to talk about around reselling and thrifting. I'm a reseller. I love thrifting. And so we kind of do a little coffee talk to warm up the room. I get into the topic for the next half hour. And then the last half hour, we end on a positive note. We talk about gratitude. I'm grateful to you guys for being here. And then we do affirmations. So, all right. So, what are some other reasons that you may have? So, saving money, of course, why you should, consider thrift, consider consignment, consider shopping on the resale apps that us resellers sell our stuff on, like the Bay, like the Posh, like, the Pop, especially for the teenagers. The Pop is like their favorite app. They love to go shopping on there. Vinted is another great one. So tell me in the chat if you have a minute and you want to answer that question. What are some other reasons why you think that back to school shopping at the thrift, at consignment, on those apps is a good idea? So you save money, maybe you save time because you don't have to go out to the crowded stores if you're shopping online, all the things. So, some things that are great to buy secondhand and that often you can find in pretty good condition or newer tags, um, hoodies, jeans, sweatshirts, flannels, jackets. You can get sneakers, but I recommend the Pop is where I do 90% of my business. Yes, yes. I would say most of my business nowadays is on Vinted. Ocean Summer, hello, girly. Let me cheers you. Most of mine is on Vinted. It used to be the Posh, but now it's on Vinted. Um, just making good deals. Sneakers are tough. Yes, sneakers are tough. Just because you're probably not going to find newer styles. But if you can find a cool vintage pair, they might not mind. And I think that the kids like to go to school with new sneakers like on the first few days or the first week. That's kind of like what the kids like to do. So that's why I'm saying do a little mix of both. But athletic wear, I've even found, so thank you so much. Look at that, Ocean Summer. You just reached level 6 in the fan club. So my daughter used to go to a private school. I've even found private school gym uniforms at the local thrift stores. I've even found that. So not so much the actual uniform, but like the gym stuff I was able to find. So let's see. So backpacks. How about backpacks, friends? I mean, I remember buying my daughter an what is your bread and butter? My bread and butter is J. Crew, Talbots, and LL Bean. Those are my bread and butter. How about you, friend? Yes, backpacks. So, if you think about it, I remember buying, hey Del T, welcome back, my friend. Welcome back. LL Bean back. I was just gonna say, I remember buying my daughter an LL Bean backpack, and it was like at least $50, I think. And you can go to the thrift and find JanSport. JanSport has made a big comeback. LL Bean, you can find, those kinds of backpacks. I have not found a Lululemon backpack, and I understand that that is like what the the girlies, the high school girlies, I think, and the college girlies like the Lululemon backpacks. Um, so my daughter bought one last year with her graduation money, so she splurged. They're like $100, my friends. They're expensive. Hey Heidi, welcome in, Heidi. How are you, friend? Hi. Heidi, guess where I'm going? I'm gonna go back to the bins on Wednesday. I'm going back. I'm going back. Solid says Patagonia JanSport made in the USA. Very nice, very nice. Are those your the backpacks that you're looking for? Yay! Yes, yes, Heidi. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to go once a week. And I think Wednesdays are a good day to go in my area. Um, Solid says, I actually found my daughter a Lulu backpack at the bins. Oh my God. So Solid. Um, Heidi is was laughing at me because I was afraid about going to the bins. Like it just I was just I was scared to go because I am not a confrontational person and I don't like aggressive behavior. And so I heard that the bins could be aggressive. So I went the first time with my mom because I needed my mommy to hold my hand. um, so let me just move this closer, friends. So, but the second time I went, it was actually really good. It was really good. I found quite a few things. I found 17 items for $30. So my bins locally charge $1.75 per pound. So when I did the math, and it was about $30 for 17 items, they came out to like $1.76 per piece. So Solid said I was the exact same way. Yeah, yeah. So, but I really want to keep my cost of goods down. So, in order for me to do that, I'm going to have to go to the bins. Or, like yesterday, I took advantage of dollar Sundays at my local Goodwills. So, that's how I'm trying to keep my cost of goods down, my friends. And I'm trying a new strategy of buying some mall brands. So for a long time, I stayed away from like the lower end mall brands, like the Old Navy and the Wally World brands. But I have a friend on here that has does very well with those. So she buys more style based than brand based, and I'm giving it a try. So Solid says, I prefer the racks, but the bins on Friday here in Greenville, South Carolina is half off. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. So, but Heidi loves the bins. Like for her, that's like a treat, which for me, I'm like, it's a freaking nightmare, but no, it's not really a nightmare. It's not. I was saying, so Solid, go to my page. There's a video of me like in my car. It's like my second to last video that I did, or third maybe, where I'm in my car talking about the experience. And I said that I give my Goodwill bins a 10 out of 10 because they're air conditioned. They have like yacht rock playing so that everyone's like remains chill, hopefully, and we're just all like relaxing and doing our thing. And it's not that bad. It's not that bad. And like I think I had this like feeling like there was going to be a smell in there, but no, I haven't had that experience. I do wear gloves when I go looking, and I know like when I go in the regular Goodwill store, I always touch the clothes and I always feel like try to feel for quality. You just gave your first gift. Solid. Thank you so much. That like means the world to me. So when someone gives their very first gift ever, like you can do that in any room and you did it for us. So like in this room. So it means a lot. Thank you so much. Um I throw bows. I'm sorry, friend. I don't get it. I throw bows. The community just teared up. Yay. Thank you so much, Solid Second Vintage. Thank you. Um, she gets accessible. I'm confused, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh gosh. So yeah. So I don't know. I'm trying to keep the she gets aggressive. Oh, she gets aggressive. That's what she means. Okay. I don't know the cool language, friends. I don't know it. Oh my God. She gets aggressive. Yes. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Um, yeah. So I am not that person, but everyone like in my area, they're pretty respectful. I only saw people like run at one point in the last time I went, and I just let them run. Um, but people are respectful of each other's space. I get aggressive at the bins. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Heidi, I can't imagine because you like, first of all, well, it's always the ones that seem so sweet that are the ones you got to watch out for, right? Because Heidi, I love to listen to her videos, like her content on here, because Dee Dee, how are you, Dee Dee? Good morning, Dee Dee. Heidi has the sweetest voice on her videos. Only if they get aggressive with me. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So, um, yeah, I will be going again on Wednesday and wish me luck, my friends, because I'm just trying to keep my cost of goods down. Welcome back, Jason. Welcome back. Trying to keep those cost of goods down. So, friends, we have been talking about back to school thrift ideas. And so we've been saying that, instead of spending hundreds and maybe even thousands if you have more than one kid, that you should really consider, either 100% thrifting their back to school outfits or 50% thrifting, 75%. Maybe buy them that first couple of days a brand new outfit, the crisp shirt, the crisp jeans, the white sneakers, okay, but for the rest of the school year they're going to stain their clothes. They're growing. If they're little, they're going to be growing like weeds. They are going to, if you're buying trendy clothes, the trends are going to pass quickly. You can get better quality clothes for less money. And then of course sustainability, like why there's so much supply out there, so much good clothes. Why not, make sure that we keep those items in circulation? So then we talked about what are some of the best items that you can buy for back to school that are secondhand. So hoodies, jeans, sweatshirts, flannel, jackets, athletic wear, and then we stopped at backpacks. Backpacks are huge. So we had our friends Solid tell us that Patagonia and JanSport made in the USA are great sellers for them. And so lunch bags, you go into the thrift and oh my gosh, there's so many cute lunch bags because people now buy their lunch bags at like TJ Maxx, at Target, and then they just like give them away when they get tired of them. So you can find cute like lunch bags there for us who have older kids. Solid says consistency is what matters, whether it's at the racks or the bins. Yes, friend, yes. Apologies to my friends on YT. Not that I have any friends on YT, nobody's on there. But like when I reach over, I just try to be careful with my friends on the YT. Okay. So for us who have older kids, college dorm items, great idea to go thrifting for those items. Solid says, and then I have to remind myself to list. And if I don't list, it won't sell. Absolutely. Ocean Summer, I see you liking the live. I appreciate you so much, my friend. Let's do a quick little time check, guys, because I haven't done it. We've had 121 total views, 3 new followers. Thank you so much, my friends. And we've had 13 gifters. We've been on for 52 minutes. I am loving this, friends. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting the live. And I'll be talking about back to school thrift ideas. So the way I do my lives is I kind of build on the topic as the week goes on. So like I said, 6:30 to 7 is coffee talk. Then from 7 to 7:30, we talk about the topic of the week, which is back to school thrift ideas. And then from 7:30 to 8, we do gratitude and affirmations. So that's just a positive way of us ending the live. Then we have a few grins and giggles by reading the disappointing affirmations, which are like a reality check for us. So it's all good. It's all good. So tell me, friends, do you have an item that you've thrifted? Like, what's the best back to school item that you've ever thrifted? I'm curious to know. I'm also going to say a controversial one. Tell me what you think. What do you think about thrifting like Owala or Stanley cups or Hydro Flask? What do you think about thrifting that? I say go for it. Change out the straw, buy new straws. Um, yes, right? And like it's so sad because I'm starting to see Stanley in the thrift. I'm starting to see Stanley cups. I haven't seen Owalas yet because Owalas are still trending. But I've also started to see, not started, I've been seeing Hydro Flask. Remember how popular Hydro Flask was? And now, like, the thrift store is, the shelves are full of them. Heck yeah, that's why we have dishwashers. Exactly. Dishwashers get super, super hot. Throw that thing in the dishwasher, buy a new straw, buy a new cap, if it has like the little straw that goes, that flips out, just buy a new one if you are skeeved out by that stuff, but throw it in the dishwasher. And think about ain't nothing some dish soap can't fix. I love it, Heidi. I love it. I mean, but think about how many Stanley Cups and Hydro Flasks were produced, and that's going to wind up in a landfill somewhere. And that will never break down. Never break down. Like it almost like makes me sick to think about it. It really does. It makes me sick to think about the overproduction of these items. And now people are just, you know, like I'll never forget a couple of years ago, there was a TikTok video that was trending. Yes, right? Ocean Summer. There was a TikTok video that was trending of a little girl who got a Stanley Cup for Christmas and how like she was crying because she was so happy because that's what she really wanted. I wonder if that little girl is still using that Stanley Cup. I wonder if she's still using it. That $40, $50 Stanley Cup that made her so happy that Christmas. I wonder if she's still using it. I mean, these items, we should be using them forever. We should be using them forever. I mean, I love it because I carry my Awala everywhere I go. And, that prevents me from buying bottled water. That saves me money because, like, when I go to like a Panera or something, I don't need to like buy a drink because I've got my water with me or I've got my like flavored water. Sometimes I put a little super calm in there, stuff like that. So, yeah. So I just like, that could be a little controversial, friends, but honestly, if you see that Hydro Flask, if you see that Stanley Cup, pick it up, keep it out of the landfill. Like, let's do the world a favor. Get to work. Yes, yes, yes. You've got to get to work, my friend. Is that what you're saying? You've got to get to work. Oh, yes. Heidi, take care. Thank you for stopping in. All right. So, things that I recommend skipping, okay, for back to school from the thrift. And then we're gonna jump into, it's already 7:32. So let me go grab the cards. We're gonna get going soon on our disappointing affirmations, our affirmations for money and abundance. I want this. And Miracle Mantra cards. Oh my goodness, we're down to just a few people hanging out in the room. I guess people have to head to work, which I understand. I understand. But if you're new in the room, I'm Luna. This is Luna Thrifts Lux Finds. I'm a thrifter, a reseller. I am a TikTok and YouTube live host. I go live Monday, Wednesday, Fridays from 6:30 to 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Here's my little schedule of how we run the room. This week's topic is back to school thrift ideas. All right, before we go into affirmations and miracle mantras and disappointing affirmations, let's talk about what we skip for back to school shopping. Good morning, Cozy Chaos. Welcome in. Underwear. Please don't buy secondhand underwear at the thrift. Don't do that. Socks, heavily worn shoes, anything that's damaged, like damaged backpacks. And then, like, if you're buying like a thermos or like little sandwich containers or anything like that, just make sure that they are um, functional. So just make sure before you leave that like they snap, that they haven't been warped in the dishwasher and then they don't close or they don't close correctly. Those are the kinds of things that I kind of was thinking about that you want to make sure you avoid. So for back to school, I recommend don't buy used underwear, don't buy used socks. Um, Leave behind the heavily worn shoes, damaged backpacks, damaged iconic consignments, my friends. Welcome, beautiful girl. How are you? I hope you're good. It's so good to see you. Divine morning. Yes, good morning. Friends, Iconic Consignment is a reseller on the WN app. We've met on there and we've become friends here on TikTok and on the IG. So it's so good to see you, my friend. I hope you are having a beautiful morning. We are talking about back to school thrift finds, and I am saying to our friends here that you don't have to do 100% back to school shopping. You can spend hundreds, even thousands of dollars if you have more than one child on back to school shopping. And you can do a nice mix of, you know, some items thrifted and some items brand new. So like maybe for day one or day two, you get them like a couple of brand new jeans, the crisp shirts, the fly white sneakers. But then after that, they're just gonna, nobody's paying attention to if everything is brand new. You can find good quality jeans. Good morning, Lady Kim. You can find good quality jeans at the thrift or consignment, or you can even go to the WN app. You can go to the Posh app, the Bay, the Pop starts with a D. That is like the kids' favorite app for buying clothes. And then you can buy like really cool, like vintage clothes for them, stuff that you can't find in the stores anymore. So that's my recommendation. So yeah. So we are talking about like, oh, and on Wednesday, so the way I do my topic is I build on it. So on Wednesday, we're going to talk about the brands, the best brands that you can find at the thrift store that like you get the most bang for your buck. So you're buying good quality brands and you're saving money because you're buying it secondhand and you're keeping it out of the landfill. You're supporting sustainable fashion. So all right, friends. So we are going to just do a quick check-in on the YT. Still all by myself. I'm all alone on the YT. There's like nobody in here, but that's okay. That's okay because we are trying to build a community on the YT. Love Free People and Anthropology. That's amazing. Yes, those are beautiful brands. So thank you so much for mentioning those, Iconic, because on Wednesday, when we get into the brands, I'm sure those will be on my list. All right, friends. So we are now at the gratitude and affirmations portion of the live. And so let's do a little time check. We've been on for an hour and 2 minutes. We've had 133 people come through the room. I've had 3 new followers and 13 gifters. Thank you so much for everyone who's given their daily heart me. If you're not sure what the daily heart me is, it's that orange heart next to my name. So if you click on that and you give your daily heart me, that's a way of saying to TikTok, I like this host, I'm enjoying her content. I want to come back, because once you click on the daily heart me, then you become part of they call it the fan club. I call it the fam, as in family club, because it brings you back. It brings you back on Wednesday. It'll bring you back on Friday. It'll bring up my content on your For You page because you're part of the Luna family. So that's what the Daily Heart Me is. And then you'll hear people, live hosts, talk about the flash goal. So we did have the flash goal at the beginning of the live, and that's usually another way of showing support for the host. It's like a one coin gift usually. Sometimes it's the Daily Heart Me. So that's, again, these are just ways that we are able to support our live hosts, and it shows TikTok that people like the content, and it pushes us out onto the For You page. So, all right, friends, I'm just going to go and look down the list of who's hanging out with us. So we've got Heidi. Oh, Heidi, you're still hanging out. We've got Iconic, and we've got Being Beady by Mel. Oh my gosh, Being Beady by Mel. Hi, let's see. You have 272 followers. You're following 511. Your name is Mel. Welcome to my live. I love making all beatable items. Say hi and tell me what you want to see. Well, let me give you a follow back. Thank you so much, Mel. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. We have another Mel that comes into the room. All right, friends, let's start off with some funny before I do that, let me just turn off my board because I don't like my screen to be too crowded. Boards. I'm going to hide my board. And then I'm also going to flip my screen. Let me make sure. Or mirror, I should say, mirror my screen so that you guys can read the disappointing affirmations. We're going to start off with a little fun. We're going to start off with the disappointing affirmations. These are in my showcase. I will turn it on just it says I can try live auctions. I don't want to do that. Existing, no, let's see. That's interesting. Add products. I'm just existing auction products. Okay, let's go to my showcase and add a few of these items. I always add my disappointing affirmations and my miracle mantras. The affirmations for money and abundance, for some reason, are not part of are not in TikTok shop. So, all right, let's do a disappointing affirmation for grins and giggles. Please, guys, do not take this personally. They're just for fun. You will be okay, or you won't. One of those. Oh my gosh. All right. You matter, just not that much. You matter, just not that much. Ain't that the truth? In the grand scheme of things, I say, in the grand scheme of things, my problems are not that big. My problems are not that big. All right, let's pull another card. I'm gonna take this one. You'll get through this. I promise you, you don't really have a choice. That is so true. That is so true. All right, let's pull some positive miracle mantra cards. My friend Iconic, because I don't see you very often, I want to pull for you first, and then I'm going to pull for Heidi. So I'm going to pull for Iconic first. So this is like a positive affirmation that I am setting the intention will speak to you, my friend. All right. I'm going to pull one for you, my friend. Okay, this is for you, Iconic. Aw, I expect amazing opportunities today. I expect amazing opportunities today. That's for you. And Iconic, I'm going to pull a affirmation for money and abundance for you as well. And then Heidi, you're next. And then Mel, I can do yours if you're still hanging out with us. Okay, this is for you. Oh, Iconic, abundance is my birthright. Abundance is my birthright. That's so good. That's so good. Welcome in, everyone. I'm Luna. This is Luna Thrifts Lux Finds. I'm a thrifter, a reseller, and a TikTok live host Monday, Wednesday, Fridays from 6:30 to 8. If you're new in the room, I hope you'll come back, grab your daily heart me. We talk all things thrifting, reselling. So if that's your jam, if you love that, then hang out with us. But right now we're doing a little bit daily affirmations and funny, disappointing affirmations. Okay, Heidi, this is for you, my friend. And if anybody wants me to pull, Norm says, live really, 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 really not working for me right now. Live, really, 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 really not working for me right now. Like meaning you coming into this live, my friend, that's okay. You don't have to stay. Let's see. Confiance absolute. You're so cute. I like you. Well, thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. All right. So, Heidi, this is for you. Oh, I love it. The universe bends to my desires. Nothing is out of reach for me. Nothing is out of reach for you. Oh, I love it, friends. All right, Heidi, and your affirmation for money and abundance. Everything I desire arrives at the perfect moment. Oh, I love that. I love that. Confiance, I am married, my friend. I am married. All right. Let's see. Who's next? Heidi, I hope you enjoyed that, Heidi. And Iconic, I got you. Mel, you're not hanging out anymore, my friend. But I am going to pull a positive affirmation from my friend Confiance here. Ah, Confiance, you're so funny. All right. Let me pull a positive affirmation for you. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for being in the room. This is for you, Confiance. Everything I touch turns to gold. Everything I touch turns to gold. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to pull an affirmation for money and abundance for you. This is for you, Confiance. Ooh, my energy is expensive and exclusive. I know, just a joke. I know. My energy is expensive and exclusive. Yeah, good for you. And let's pull some disappointing affirmations. So we do these just for grins and giggles, my friends. Do not get offended, okay? Do not get offended. All right. You are good enough. Not the best, but you'll do. I love it. You're good enough. Not the best, but you'll do. Yeah, you'll do. Okay, I'll pull another one. Oh my God. Just because you can doesn't mean that you should, but you're going to do it anyway because you never effing learn. I love these. I love it. They crack me up. They crack me up, friends. All right. What can you do for me today, my baby? All right, Confiance. Let's be nice. Let's stay nice. All right. I'm going to just pull some miracle mantras in general for whoever this resonates with, because we have a few new people in the room. Let me introduce myself. I'm Luna. This is Luna Thrifts Lux Finds. I'm a thrifter, a reseller, an eco-friendly stylist. I go live Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Hold on a minute. Okay. I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 6:30 to 8 a.m. Eastern Time. I talk all things thrifting, all things reselling. I'm a reseller on platforms like the Posh, the Bay, um, Vinted, Kari, Pop starts with a D, and the WN. All the platforms. I'm trying them all out. Um, and so, yeah, give me a follow. This week we're talking about back to school thrift finds, and how you can save money by buying some items brand new and buying some items at the thrift. So, all right, I'm going to pull some general miracle mantra cards. So this is for the room, okay? Unless you want one. If you want one, Winnie, Winnie Fred Dawson, thank you so much for the follow, friend. I appreciate it. All right. People feel lucky to know me. People feel lucky to know me. Ah, such a good one. All right. And this is an affirmation for the room. Hopefully, this speaks to someone. This is an affirmation for money and abundance. I am a powerful manifester. Hi, Diane. Welcome in. I'm Luna. This is Luna Thrift Slux Finds. I'm a thrifter and a reseller and a TikTok and YT live host. I go live Monday, Wednesday, Fridays from 6:30 to 8 a.m. We talk all things thrifting and reselling. We just wrapped up our conversation. I'm actually going to take these out. I'm just going to remove these. And turn my board back on so that people know what we're talking about this week. We're talking about back to school thrift ideas. And so this is my little schedule from 6:30 to 7. We warm up the room from 7 to 7:30. We talk about the topic for the week. So I kind of build on the topic Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then from 7:30 to 8, we do gratitude and affirmations. And that's where we are right now. So I'm pulling some just for the room in general. Flourish, you're back. So I think you're back. Yes, Flourish, let me pull an affirmation for you, actually, my friend. Ooh. I don't chase, I attract. Flourish, you do not chase, you attract, my friend. That's awesome. And an affirmation for money and abundance for you. Amen to that. Yes. Money expands my life's opportunities and experiences. Money expands my life's opportunities and experiences. So nice. And I'm going to pull a disappointing affirmation because you're here and I know you love them. All right. You're never alone. Anxiety will always be there for you. You're never alone. Anxiety will always be there for you. So perfect. So perfect. All right, friends. So we're just hanging out. It's a Monday. I'm going to go grab a little more coffee. YT, sorry. You're going to have to see the back of my chair for a little bit. I'm going to go grab a little coffee. Probably should see the dog that I'm watching, Allie. She's outside, just kind of chilling. Let me just here on my screen again. Okay, that's better. She's just kind of chilling out there. Okay, we're gonna warm up what I have in my cup because I haven't finished it. Warm that up. And I have a busy Monday. My mom, my employee, is coming over to pack up like a bunch of stuff that I photographed yesterday. So that's good. It is 57 degrees out here in upstate New York, so it's a little chilly. It's a little chilly, but it's good. It's a nice little break from the warm weather we've been having. And so tell me how your Monday's gonna go, guys. How's your Monday going? And I appreciate you spending part of your Monday with me, your Monday morning. I'm gonna have a little more coffee. When my mom comes, I'm not gonna have any coffee with her because this is like my third time. So, yeah. And we're just hanging out. I so enjoy talking about the back to school topic today. Oh, what's that? Flourish. So cute. I think that's the first one I've gotten. The Work Together song. Thank you, Flourish. I appreciate that. You're so sweet. Aw. My doggy that I'm billboard pause. Some deals have changed. Update your billboard to keep things fresh for viewers. That's weird. Thank you again. I appreciate that. Oh, this is weird. I'm getting like this message about the boards. Okay, there. All right, we're having some coffee. Let's do a quick time check, my friends. We have 408 total views because I turned on the shopping cart. Before that Flourish, I only had like 100 and something, but that's okay. 4 new followers. So anybody who wants to refresh their friendship, actually, Luna Loves Planning is going to refresh her friendship right now. She is going to refresh it. So no worries, friends. She's going to do it. And we've had 13 gifters. It's Gallery Reset Monday. So we all know how that goes, us live hosts. Okay. There we go. We've got our 5. Yay. Thank you, Luna Loves Planning. All right, let me cheers her. Oh, I forgot to do the time check. 1 hour and 19 minutes we've been on. 1 hour and 19 minutes. I might have to end the live a little sooner than later, my friends, just because Heidi's still here, Iconic is here, Silverio, just because I finished my affirmations. I think you need a Flourish mug. Ooh, I think I do. I think I need to go to your shop. And I want one of those butt chugging t-shirts. They're so funny. Good morning, baby. Yeah, I've been having to cut my lives down a little bit over the last week or so because I've either had to move cars. I don't have to move cars today. Um, or I'm watching my friend's dog. So all my clothes have been discontinued for now. Okay. But I do have 3 new coffee mugs. Okay. So you discontinued for now. I bought a betting on me t-shirt from the supplier Creative Club, which I know is your same supplier as well. And I was very impressed with the quality of the shirt. It was a really nice quality and the size. Oh, we have parted ways. Okay. I hope not in a bad way. I'm sorry, girl. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Okay. Okay, good. So anyway, I will have to check out those mugs. I think I need one. I love to have like support and I love all the things, but I thrifted this. Flourish said, just need to go a different direction. Time to pivot. Ooh, Flourish. Are like new things? I'm just wondering, new things on the horizon. Yeah, I should reach out to you. I'll call you, girl. I'll call you. All right. All right, friends, I am going to end the live. I hope everyone has a wonderful Monday. I will definitely be hanging out in these TikTok streets a little bit later today because I have some work to do. I got to go pick up my employee. You know, my mom. Yes, let's spill the tea. Okay. All right, friends. Thank you so much again for being here. Thank you so much. And we will continue our topic of back to school thrift ideas, talking specifically about brands to pick up on Wednesday. So I'll see you guys here on Wednesday. And otherwise, I'll see you in the TikTok streets. Have a great day, everyone. Hello.